6, we be in the mix with that rare candy paint job on the whip. I need food for the kids, money for the rent. Fuck a lockdown, baby, I can't do that shit. And I don't never vote, cause I'm fucking broke. And either way, I know the police ain't gon' leave me alone. On a plane, by to visit Glen Rock. Need crypto, told me I should bring the Glock with me. So I packed up my piece and I'm sliding. Cause we might get caught up in a riot. Middle finger Trump, middle finger Biden. Fuck a left, fuck a right, is you riding? Know you love to see it, dudes rocking. Ain't no politics, baby, we just talking. From the birds to the bricks, we be in the mix with that rare candy paint job on the whip. Who you with?
We're back, man. We're back.
Oof. It's been a minute.
Yeah. So those of you who didn't understand, Antifa cut your power, correct? Up in Portland.
Dude,
And I saw Andy No walking around documenting all of it, and he's like, "This snow is milkshakes."
Yeah.
And
I gave him an interview. I mean, I don't know, dude.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the best journalists out
Yeah, yeah. Greenwald, no. No, he's up there. But so what happened? What's going on? How like people realize, like, look, there were a couple people that hit me up. They're like, "Hey, is everything okay?" There was no episode on
really?
Monday.
Oh, yeah.
A couple,
I know,
not a lot. Honestly,
yeah.
I was hoping for more
that
people.
Makes my heart sing, dude.
I was hoping. Honestly, it was a lower. No, I was kind of hoping to be like, dude, I lost my job. Like, I don't know what to do. But there were a couple people that hit me up, and I'm like, look, man, this power's out. I don't want to do this over the phone.
Well, I came from Hawaii, Honolulu, right? And then the second we get back, there's like ice on the runway. There's just this giant storm happening, right?
Yeah.
Like right when we landed, it started, and then I don't know. We just decided to come back to my spot, and it just starts dumping like crazy, and then within a night, there's like an inch bar of ice on every surface, every power line, every tree branch just had a ice bar on top of it. It was crazy everywhere. And then that lasted for like 2 nights. The power shut off, and then it turned on for like a little bit, and then it shut off again. And my window, I have a window that faces like the street, like pretty quiet street, and it was like the Green Lantern, it was like these crazy green flashes from the transformer or from the power lines.
That's Antifa. That's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, I figured, dude. But how they hack it, dude? How'd they do it? I don't know. It's crazy.
They did. No, but, here's the thing. Antifa and HARP, what they did together was really quite the collaboration. As you've known, I mean, Alex Jones called this a long time ago, and we just didn't know it was Antifa. He always gets about 75% of the way there. And then we got to fill in the blanks, which respect. But speaking of Alex Jones, he had to have eaten his neighbors by now, right? He's in Texas.
Yeah.
And he said, I will eat your ass.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like, my daughters are starving. I will eat your ass.
Yeah. He's at least eating a thigh, like the guy's tied up.
Maybe his own.
Yeah.
I could see that, dude. Just eating your own thigh like that. That'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it was nuts. It was like for some reason this one just hit different, like because it was so. Well, first of all, I was just in fucking like Honolulu swimming and shit at a sunburn and all that.
Shout out our boy Sean, by the way. Shout out.
Yo, that was so much fucking fun. Like, I hope he's cool if we talk about that on here. I
don't see why.
Yeah,
not.
Met up first internet.
His address is
dude. Okay. Yeah, because you never know how like it's gonna go when you meet someone online, right? And I'm sure it would have been fine with him because he's such a cool dude. But like honestly, like easily like 10 times better than even I would have ever guessed. It's like it's rad, dude.
Nice.
Testament to our listeners.
No, Mark David Chapman is what
to
you're
the
saying.
cat to. But he's great. Raiders, bro, man. There's a bunch of them out there. It's so funny.
It's not a team, it's a nation, is what you have to.
Well, he was telling me it's great. Like they call Vegas the what is it, the 8th or the 9th island or whatever of Hawaii? Because all the Hawaiians moved there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's actually kind of fucked up. Yeah, I didn't know it either because they get priced out of the island or whatever, right? So then they go to Vegas. So now it's like double Raider whammy, bro, out there, kind of thing. But yeah, it's crazy economically out there. It's pretty bizarre, dude. It's strange, man. Just picture like a gallon of milk's like $7. The minimum wage is like $10.
Yeah.
And like 3/4 of the homes are empty or Airbnbs because, and like, it's just like, it's everything that we have over here, but it's just like three times worse.
It doesn't sound that different from where I live, honestly.
Yeah.
It literally sounds like where I live.
Yeah.
Undisclosed location in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But so we get back to Portland and it's just, the power's fucked for like so long. Like almost like 500,000 people at one point, I think. Like it was like 300.
Well, and not to give too much information about you. You are not in a rural part of Oregon.
No, it's kind of I'm kind of in like I'm in a neighborhood. Definitely I'm in Southeast, and but I'm blessed to have the home I live in has like there's like 3 different sections of it. I'm in my own little joint, but everyone here has firewood and like it's pretty handy, and so it was like very lucky for sure. But then I'm like complaining. I was definitely like at the end of my rope, to be honest. I was like this because I wanted to like get back to work and get just like pop in and record this shit and stuff, and then this happened, and I had already been gone for like 9 days or whatever, it just sucked. And then
no, Chef was about to take your job. You have no idea how fast I was going to make an inclusion diversity hire there.
It's so funny. I remember when I tweeted when I was like, man, this episode sucks this week. Can't put my finger on it, right? And you remember that when it was just YouTube?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this shit sucks. I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it. And I was just making a joke like that I wasn't there, right? That I wasn't there. Was like it's missing something,
Right.
And everyone took it as like a racial thing, like, oh, you don't like black guys.
Did they?
He was joking, but he's like KK crypto side. Yeah.
Oh, that's like, a good one.
I was like, no, dude, that's not.
That's like
Drew,
that. They call Drew Brees the Drew Klux Klan. Like that's that's a pretty good one. Yeah, but that's a good one. I'm gonna have to keep that one.
Yeah,
but you get back, it's a complete opposite.
But then I felt bad because like the power came on. I'm like, all right, back to normal, and then and then you immediately look up what's going on in Texas, and there's like fucking water pouring.
The thing is they all voted for Trump, so
they deserve it, dude. They fucking.
I was talking to people who, in a roundabout way, were like, had they flipped it blue, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I saw your Stephen King posting. You're fucking.
I love when you Stephen
King posted. Yeah,
I'm a Stephen King reply.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it's like blue state's good, red state's bad.
Well, Stephen King's funny because like Stephen King's just like, just walked around my neighborhood today. Everyone called me a fag, and you're like, all right, all right. Like,
I know it's like, God, this country's just going. Yeah, it's like, maybe you.
Let's go write a book about a dog.
Yeah.
Like nerd, like just driving by, and it's like, I'm sorry. Where does he live? Where all these Trump supporters are? Like, where I'm talking to, like rural Trump supporter, like missing Trump supporters.
Maine,
like, does he live there? Is that where Stephen King lives? Like,
it's he's just what his net worth is like fucking $80 million or so, probably more. Honestly,
it's 80. We're triple digits, bud. Yeah, come on.
So I just live in the midst of these fucking hillbillies.
it's like it's like that one road he has to cut through to get to the store.
Yeah. He chose that.
It's like the Game of Thrones, like shame walk, shame.
Yeah.
It's so funny, and so Stephen King posted like. He was like, guess if you had voted blue in your best, they always say in your best interests.
Yeah.
As if the Democrats would have solved. Like, I live in California. I understand Texas has their own power grid. I understand that. That's like kind of Chad, but in this scenario, not really. Yeah.
It's so dumb, dude. It's so
I
have so many problems with that. Not even the surface level one, the easy, obvious ones of like how dumb that statement is, but there's so much other shit that's like,
what do you mean how dumb the statement is, or how dumb it is that they have it?
There's the obvious fact that blue states get fucked, ruthlessly by privatized power companies all the time. And just the fact that this is my whole thing, man, is like this whole like there's a difference between I don't know. I haven't hashed this out, but I know I'm onto something here. There's a difference between public ownership of like a public utility, something that we all share, and centralization, right?
Right.
Where like a lot of conservatives, sometimes in bad faith, but a lot of times in good faith, they're like, I don't want our shitty government to run the power grid. You know what I mean? And it's like they might be misguided in a certain sense, but they're not. They're not. Their fears aren't totally wrong. Like a lot can go wrong. you need to have things need to be decentralized in a way where, well, obviously, like individual, like home-based energy on demand that you can create in your, solar and stuff like that. I'm not saying that works 100% of the time, but have that supplemented by something that's owned by everyone. There's a million ways to do it, but but the fact that,
yeah, they act like Ted Cruz went up there with like some garden shears and just clipped the like, electrical services.
Yeah. And California's a perfect example. Like, it's just completely blue, and it's just every year gets fucked, dude, like hard, dude.
Let me just post real fast, and because we're gonna do more with Alex G in the future, but what happens with us is we have rolling blackouts, which is so fucking stupid. It's the dumbest thing in the world. So our state like burns to a crisp, like all the like rural areas of the state like burn up, at least one region of the state every year. It's fucked up. Like Southern California burned, Central California burned pretty hard, and Northern California, and all that stuff happens. And so then we get like our utility company, they'll have rolling blackouts where they're just like, we think there's gonna be a fire, like, and they just shut down your power completely. It's like, okay, and the cool part is it's a private company doing this. It's not the state.
It's not democratically elected.
Look, maybe they're I'm not saying there's not, they're not in cahoots over that, but I'm saying like there's really no like non-authoritarian way for that to happen other than public ownership of these utilities.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm definitely not anti-public ownership. I'm like, we need both. We need to spread it out. We need it so that fucking 500,000 people don't go down all at once, and we need like a crew of like thousands to get it back live. You know what I mean? You can. I'm pretty sure you could break it up in a lot more way. But put it to if you could, it'd be the smart thing to do. And I know there's ways to do that, right? There's ways to, and just all sorts of shit, like, I don't know. And this gets into, people having their own battery banks and stuff like that. I know batteries are controversial because of the minerals and stuff like that, but like, I think we're going to find ways to do this to where we'll be like, holy shit, you guys had like one crew rocking this whole power grid. And the thing in Portland, I'm not even hating, like this is a freak storm, although they're happening more and more. And like, they did as good as they could. Like, I'm not even hating on them out here. Like, they're fucking champs. It's just dumb that they have to do that job to begin with. Like, that, you know what I mean? That it's such a centralized thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's just how our society is structured.
Dude, those guys made some fucking money, let me tell you. That's kind of the region I work in, and it's like, oh my god, they're probably double time the entire time.
Yeah, totally. And then Texas is jumping, because then they price gouge, and they're sending out emails like, hey, your bill's gonna be higher this month and shit like that, and then that who's that mayor, bro? That mayor posting, did you see that shit?
No, I didn't see that.
He's basically went on Facebook, the mayor of some town of Texas, I don't know, and he's like, your government doesn't owe you shit. He wrote this whole like rant, and he's just like during the peak of this thing, and I think he like stepped down or something, dude.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Why don't you try being Amish? How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Churn some butter. How about that? Churn some butter for your government.
And he's dropping the God word. He's like, God gave you the tools to get through this.
That's raw.
Yeah,
that's sick. I was like, that. Yeah. Well, on the liberal side, they're kind of like I think it was like Bette Midler, like one of those like horrible like boomer libs, was saying, like, made this like God post about like how God sees the bigotry that comes from this, and and it's as if like he's up there wearing like a Beto O'Rourke shirt, like, and he's God, just like he's like, well, see if that happens. And he's doing like that, like that's Wojak, like soy guy face, like grinning at the computer.
I think we got our episode. We just will do a God Wojak
with a Beto. We gotta get like or Beto face. Yeah, exactly.
God's like, I like Warren's chances this primary. I think it's rigged though.
Heaven's just that like shitty like pistachio green color. Like, when I want to hear about Rachel Maddow, because I heard even before you went to Hawaii, you had to
dude, the day before
Maddow, got a little Maddow disease.
The day before I left. I got triggered because I was staying with my mom. Staying with.
She really set the tone with that.
My mom. Yeah, my mom's staying with my aunt and her sister, and I was staying with them right before I left. And yeah, everyone got in bed, and she had Rachel Matt out, and she's always like, "It's this, but this is gonna be you know," and it's like one of those fucking like, yeah, and I'm like, so anyway, I was like, well, I'll watch it. Let's see how this goes down, dude. It was way worse than I thought, dude. It was during the whole Marjorie Taylor Greene shit.
Oh yeah,
it was, you know,
A-ball and MTG. Yeah,
it's just, yeah, dude, yeah, and you know, I've expected all the boilerplate, like, look at this crazy fucking conservative congresswoman or whatever, you know. And she's dumb as fuck. Like, I've no qualms.
Dude, that
about,
deadlifting
you know what I mean?
video is fucking sick though. She had a deadlifting video where she was like, fucking libs like that.
Yeah,
dude, fucking monster. I was like, well,
yeah,
like I don't agree with her, but I do love owning libs. So
I'm
there. That.
Well, I don't even know, and I don't know. They had who's that Russian the MSM approved Russian version of like Julian Assange that's good because he's fighting Putin, you know.
Oh, Navalny.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Alexander Navalny. Yeah.
Which is like I don't even know the story. I'm
the
sure
guy who's like they're like we're still working through his neo-Nazi ties. Like he's like a literal neo-Nazi, and they're like, but he's
word?
They're like,
oh damn, I didn't even know. I don't know any of this shit.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, he's shouted a few slurs out in public. Like he's
damn,
they're scrubbing him.
Okay,
yeah, that's his Tara Reid right now.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it's great when I'm looking at this and I'm like, I know for a fact MSNBC smears fucking MSNBC smears Assange and Snowden nonstop. And I'm like, why is this dude special? I'm like, oh, it's just another one of those things, you know. Seems like every 4 or 5 years there's like some Russian revolutionary psyop kind of thing where it's like not what it seems, you know. And it's that's not defending the Russian state or whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, and then they cut to one of it. They're like, well, Rachel, you know, one of her like, you know, dudes is in the field or whatever, and he's like, and I forget that they were talking. He's like, yeah, they're spreading all these rumors about us in Syria that we're like bombing them and droning them. It's really making them like hate us, and it's crazy. It's just not true. I'm like,
what are they talking about?
That they literally said that. They're like that we're not bombing Syria, and I'm.
The guy's like he's like twiddling around with the drop bomb lever. He's like,
yeah. Like it's just out of frame. Yeah. I'm like, I was like, and I fucking lost it, dude. I was like, this is fucking evil. Like they're literally lying to you to make it seem like we're not like this is fucking evil shit. Didn't Obama drone strike that Syrian American citizen?
That was like a kid, wasn't it?
And then Trump did his brother or his sister or some shit or vice versa. I think it was Syrian. And yeah, and I was just like, this is as bad as anything you could say on Fox. Anything like that's terrible. Yeah. That's horrendous. And anyway, I just
let's talk about Syrian families, Tucker Carlson. But
it's just so fuck her, dude. It's like that's so fucking, dude.
Yeah,
it's so messed.
No, it's rough.
Yeah,
let me because I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks, and well, I've talked to you, but I haven't. Yeah, we haven't pressed record in a couple of weeks, and when I was watching the Super Bowl, and I mean, look, this is probably everybody forgot about it now, but I was watching the Super Bowl, and it was I was at my family's house, and like we had it on, and they have her name. I think her name's Tiffany Gorman. She's the one that does the. She did the poem at the inauguration.
Oh yeah. You got some thoughts.
Brutal. Yeah. Like just brutal. Now I don't know what she said in the Super Bowl commercial, but she was just doing that like weird cadence where she pauses at the wrong time. Yeah. Like and like she's like, and then we need to build America back the way that it was. and she was talking like that. And, you know. George Floyd knelt on his neck for 8 minutes and 48 seconds. And for 8 minutes and 48 seconds, that's more time than a Geico insurance agent needs to save you on your car insurance. And then
it's like the next ad is like Geico. Yeah,
the Coca-Cola bear comes down in a BLM shirt, just
and catches a press from Tom Brady.
Yeah, she's putting Pennzoil in a car. Like No, it was
dude.
It's just
you know who's been like calling that shit out a lot. I remember it was Adam Lair, our bro. He's like, fuck this shit, dude. He's just like, this is so dumb. Yeah,
well,
he wrote a whole article on it, I think.
That and like there's a lot of people that like still like I still think it's kind of an overcorrection to be like, oh, Kaepernick sucks. And I'm like, well, no. You know, and I disagree like that's the case.
Well, here's the Kaepernick didn't live out. He didn't live out. Like,
he didn't live out. He took the money, but he didn't live out. Yeah, I don't.
He might be like.
Yeah, he's not saying vote. He's not saying fucking.
No, he never did any. He never stooped to that level. For a famous dude like that, that's fucking hard, man. That's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not saying that he's like perfect angel.
No, and like, I get it. He's taking this the Nike money and all, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to like split hairs, that's fine. I just professional athlete, and you know, I like just what it's become from there, and like, it's almost weird to say that the NFL is overcorrecting because they're not overcorrecting. They just were like, wow, we missed out on a lot of money not putting this shit on, you know.
Exactly.
And what's funny is what happened, you know, and the Super Bowl sucked. I mean, it was fucking Brady just mowing down the Chiefs. Mahomes,
no offense.
Mahomes just looking like a puppy shitting glass everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
And the you know, it wasn't a very good game. But what was funny is like the Super Bowl happens and it's like super woke and they're like, we have all these vaccinated healthcare workers here, 7,500, and then there's like a bunch of just non-vax bros just like, yeah, and this yeah, cheers, want to share my beer, like, and then and you know that then they do the cardboard cutouts, which is so fucking lame of like to make it look like it's sold out.
Yeah,
it's like,
beta,
come on,
dude.
Yeah, just stop it, Goodell. And like I guarantee you there was like a Fauci cardboard cutout. They didn't show it, but I guarantee you
there's
But what's funny is like right after that, the Jacksonville Jaguars, like Urban Meyer, he came from Ohio State.
And Florida, right?
That was where he won big, and then Ohio State was off for a few years, a couple rough instances. Everywhere he goes, it like ends horribly. And then so he took the Jacksonville job. And it's like so funny how like different like the NFL is from college, because like the NFL is like, we don't do racist things anymore, and then college is like, we do racist
things.
And
especially in the fucking South.
They're like, we still do that. And
so
it's like Urban Meyer was getting his staff together, and he like hires this guy just like, this is my new quality control coach, like some stupid thing. And this guy's like, every player has admitted to hearing him dropping hard R's in practice. And you're just like, okay, the NFL's back, like, you know,
dude,
bouncing back from all that.
Back in business, boys.
Dude, it was like, so weird, man. It was so weird, just that intro, the intro from her, and like it was a long thing, and like it was so much like COVID, like just COVID, like not even we're bouncing back. It's like, this is how terrible the year was. And it's like, man, like, and they're showing like the people doing the hugging tents, like with the plastic. It's like, what? Can I watch the fucking game? You know, like, can I watch the game? It was brutal.
Well, the Super Bowl is like a total. It's for a while now. It's just been like a show. It's been like a whole family show, right?
Or like or like a, hey, stick around. Like maybe you can watch other games. You know, it's
exactly.
They do that, and like the commercials, like, in like, I've never been like a Super Bowl commercial, bro. Like, but you know, they used to be like kind of funny. Not one. Not one.
Humor's they focus grouped it out. It's out.
Well, that was what I thought was at least like, now that Trump, no, I think they ran out of the Trump bits, honestly. They're just like, man, which it is focus grouped out.
Dude, it's so lame, dude. And now like everyone's criticizing Biden, but like in the mainstream, you're still not allowed to. So there's no awesome owns like on like SNL or anything like there used to be in the 90s. You know, this has been beat to death, but it's like, it's just so, dude, it's like, it's just crazy how, like, you know, it's like, look at like podcasters and just online shit posters and stuff. That's the only place you can find stuff, and you get canceled just for trying to be funny. It's like, it's diverging, you know, everything's just getting pushed into like safe zones, and then like, you know, crazy.
Well, and then like after all this, I guess this is where I was tying in for like all that stuff. So all summer it was like, you know, defund the police, doing all that. And then what does Minnesota do, right? After all this, like, so the Super Bowls, like, they're like, we George Floyd, you know, COVID, we got past that, or getting past that. And then like Minnesota just like jacks up the police budget, because like, it's been going terrible since we defunded the police. Like, here's an extra 6.4 million. We're having people complaining everywhere that the crime's going out of hand, which, oh God, who said that would happen? You know,
well, it's just crazy how, man, this whole revolutionary energy just got played for a fucking election year, dude. It really is that sad with no concessions, no anything, you know.
Well, it like we said, we've been saying it went from, and like I've never been on board to defund the police, like defund them, like just no,
Yeah.
like I always said, like massive reforms, get rid of qualified immunity, you know, third party audits, things like that, like community audits and stuff, which I don't
or
understand.
just don't double their budget in 10 years.
Yeah, and you don't
you know
need
what I
to.
mean?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. It's overinflated. It's very bureaucratic. Like the police unions are fucked. Like, of course. So like we can all agree that. And like I will never, and I see some people do this, like people that are really like scorned and like burned by BLM and stuff like that and supporting it. I will never become like an FBI crime stat bro, like ever.
Well, no, it's just, man, it's like the problem with doing that is man, I'm gonna use some language that is gonna like people
soft A, please. Soft A. Please.
No. People are gonna clown on, you know, like our circle of Twitter will be like, "What the fuck are you saying?" But it's true. Like, man, like we don't understand. Like stats won't tell you the experience of being a black dude dealing with the police. You know what I mean? And
not
it's
at
like,
all.
and it's like I don't know why that's controversial to say.
It's weird. It's like I said. I think people are scorned. They feel burned. For because they were invested in that, which again we understand. Like I said it with, I think I said it with you. It was like okay, climate change is real, is a big deal. It's a real thing. The Paris Climate Accord is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, what not? Yeah, same.
Police brutality.
You're making an analogy. BLM.
BLM is bullshit. I mean, I mean, look, the saying is not.
That's the thing.
Yeah, the saying. That's what people think you're attacking. Is you think you're attacking the saying? Like no, they do.
Are you saying they don't matter? Yeah, it's like, Well, that's the trick.
Where did the money go, Lebowski? Where did the money go?
Yo, that's the okay. So I was trying to look that up. I went down this rabbit hole, and when you Google it, immediately the top 10 things are like Snopes. Actually, the money didn't go to the DNC. That's a right-wing myth. And I'm like, okay, so where to go? And there's no like
you got
answer for that.
You got deboomed.
You got to be deboomed hard, dude. And
you got a source for that? And
yeah.
But exactly, where did it go? And then remember the bail funds for the rioters?
Yeah.
That just got like funneled into some like fucking, you know, shitty ass like NGO.
I know how it goes. I was part of that whole world for like a short time of like, you know, I know how that shit goes. It's everyone's slicing off a little off the top and
wet the beak.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but it's but
speaking of wet the beak, Italian saying, Italians, Andrew Cuomo in a bit of trouble right now.
Dude, I think everyone's got to.
I'm sorry. How awesome is that? And I'm not saying awesome. Well, like, the nursing homes got destroyed. Like I'm not saying that that's awesome. But we knew that was him. Like we always knew that was his fucking doing.
It's crazy that, man, like in this world where the crime bill guy is president after this year, and like, you know, and everything, anyone can just get away with anything. It seems with no. It is like heartening to see that like that fuckface, like it like cannot just blatantly lie and be a piece of shit and get away with it. Not 100% at least, you know. Like I'm sure people carry water for him or whatever, but it is good to know that it's good to know that there is still some kind of fucking, you know, justice.
I don't know what's gonna happen though. I think he's still gonna make somebody be a fall guy for that. Like so and so didn't tell me that they were all consolidated into one. You know, I can see. And
who's like, that council member, bro? The Asian dude was going off. He was like,
and I hope. Look, Cuomo legit deserves prison time for that. Like it's bad.
Well, it's like honest. It's crazy because like he wrote a book.
He wrote a book and got an Emmy.
An Emmy, yeah.
If anybody grifted during COVID, it was him. He was like the ultimate COVID grifter.
Ultimate, dude. Yeah, like Trump was like negligent in a weird way. But like,
I'll take negligent over like that
100%,
any day of the week.
Yeah, he wrote a book. He remember his stupid hill, his COVID hill with his.
Oh, that thing rocked, dude. I gotta pull that up.
He put his
looked like a Dr. Seuss thing. It was so weird.
And he put like his daughter and her boyfriend on it, and shit.
Or the blanket. Remember the mask blanket that he had too? Like they had a blanket made of masks.
Dude, fucking psycho, dude. So that's like someone who like I don't even know like what's going on in his head, bro? Like who is he like a psychopath or sociopath? Is like what is that? What does that mean?
I don't know. I think he's Italian. That's totally like a fucking mobster, like just put them all in that one. Just put them on.
Yeah.
No, and the most beta part of it all was when when Trump was like, his whole thing was like, yeah, like his aide was saying like, yeah, like I just don't want to like report these numbers because then like Trump's gonna tweet about it, and it's like, what a bitch, dude. Like,
yeah, dude.
It's like, Trump was ready. Like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah. Like, but it.
A crazy time.
But it's funny because like, you remember the saying, like, and a lot of people always like, oh man, and even when I was like kind of more lib back when like Trump first was running and stuff, I was always like, that's not that big of a deal. When Trump said it, he was like, I could like shoot a guy in Times Square and not get arrested. Joe Biden can shoot a guy in Times Square and not get arrested.
Yeah. Cuomo can kill old people and not get arrested.
Yeah. Cuomo can just wipe out a nursing home and not get.
And it's not just the nursing home, it's the ventilator. Remember the ventilator policy in New York? And I was arguing with people about that.
Oh, you were a big ventilator guy. I remember.
This is killing people, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah, and or the because I remember Jennifer Rubin, like even our first few episodes, like she was like, this is the guy that's like, because remember nobody wanted Biden, like not even the liberals. They were like, no. And then they were like, Cuomo. That's they wanted him. Jennifer Rubin had like this insane, like she was like his campaign manager, like unofficially. It was insane. And that you don't hear anybody talk about that now. How like he was supposed to.
You know what's funny? If he played his cards right, he probably could have like won in 2024 or some shit. But then he cashed in his chips too early, dude. He tried to the book deal, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then like even with this thing with the Time, I'm tripping out because like Time Magazine wrote that thing about the election. I'm tripping out, dude. I'm tripping out about it because it's like, look, okay, we all know that there was some shit. Every election, I think there's something going on, and with this one, especially with all the COVID and the mail and stuff, I knew there was something weird going on. So now Time Magazine puts that out, that basically like, hey, this is what saved the election. That's the way they marketed it. They said this is what saved the election. These firms that were meeting with each other. All I see, you see all these names:
billionaires, capitalists, and NGOs,
Zuckerberg,
and
Mark Zuckerberg, all of them leftists, cooperate. They had this one saying where, and I don't have it in front of me, but like they had one saying where they're like, it's similar to over the summer when capital and marginalized people went together and took down the police. I was like, what? Yeah, and
so what that's
But what is the purpose of that piece? Because why are they telling us? That's why I'm having a hard time.
I'll tell you what I think. It's what that was for. A piece like that is to get centrists to trust leftists, right? The fake left, where what you see now is like you see Democrats like literally like blue boilerplate blue Democrats, defending AOC from people like us who are like, oh, fuck this fucking dumb, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so she's been like adopted into the clan, basically,
she's in the clan.
She's in the clan. No,
Jesus, dude, can she do that?
If anyone can, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Alexandria Ocasio clan. But
a piece like that is not to. Like, obviously, it feels like a FU to people like us, where we're like, "What the fuck?" They're just saying it in plain sight. But that's just look who reads Time. That's just the most normie publication of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So, a piece like that is it's literally designed to subconsciously quell people's fears about like a radical left uprising and being like, "Oh, it's like we're all actually working together to get rid of Trump," without any policy change, without any real tax change, without debt forgiveness, without without any of that shit, basically, without any working class concessions, without any threat to establishment democracy. That's the way I see it. A piece like that which is crazy, because now it's just like the show has jumped the shark, now there's nothing left there for us, there's nothing.
That ship is sailed for me.
But it is a psyop, dude. It is
I have a different take. I don't think you're wrong. I think this is just also I think it's a Swiss Army knife. I think it can mean a million things. I just you're correct. I like what you're saying about Time, because who reads that shit? But let's be real, it's on the internet. So it's going to be read by, it's like whatever journalist screen caps it and recap, puts it out to the people. we're all gonna see it, right?
Yeah.
So the way I looked at it was, this was them saying, we saved the election.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this whenever we want.
Yeah.
There will never be another Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they're saying.
In a way, there will never be another election.
Or not even Trump. Yeah. I'm saying not even Trump, just an outsider that is not politician A or politician B, right? Yeah. There will never be that again.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. You can get your grassroots movement going like Bernie. You can get your, MAGA, all that shit, like drain the swamp stuff going. You can get all that going. That's fine. We've got it down. This is the systems we used. We tested out the Shadow app against Bernie in Iowa. We did all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are seriously like burying they are just like kicking dirt on Trump. Like, it's done. And it's not just Trump. Yeah. It's just anybody who tries to do that. Mark Cuban, you want to come in and be a weirdo? Not happening.
Do you think that they're celebrating prematurely or
yes, no, it's gonna completely blow up in their face. When I say blow up in their face, I still think it's gonna be more so of like a Josh Hawley kind of guy where he ends up.
What's
not
what's
a Trump.
What's blowing it up more than anything is the COVID thing, where no one believes shit anymore.
To an extent, but what about the 2 masks?
That's the Time magazine readers. That's like, fuck them. They're a minority, dude.
I'm saying within a couple weeks, there's going to be a spike. Like spike. Not a spike of 2 masks, like a oh shit, dude, we did no. Because, dude, did you see Bill Gates today already said you might need a third shot. Might need a third shot. And and I'm like, damn, dude, I like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like fucking Dr. Seuss. 1 shot, 2 shots, 2 masks, 3 masks. Like,
the numbers just keep going up. Yeah, you might need 5 shots. You might need 4 masks.
They're gonna do a commercial. Shots. Just fucking deal again.
You know what I think that is, dude? I think the Bill Gates with the vaccine. Because you look at the vaccine. Man, I have some friends that are like I think they're so hip in so many areas, and like I feel like they should know better, but they're like clamoring to get the vaccine. And I'm like, okay, like even if you get it, whatever, but like clamoring, you know what I mean? So, So that's a marketable item where there's a much smaller number of people that actually want it. There's like a percentage of people that are just going to do what they're told and get it. Yeah. They might get 1 shot. They might just be like, okay, like whatever. Then there's the people that are like, I'm getting this thing. They'll tell me to take 2. I'm getting 2. They tell me to
Does
take
it come
3,
with a sticker that says I got a vaccine?
Yeah,
I know, but like, I voted.
People and there's people that are just not going to get it and just are super skeptical of it. And so I think they ran the numbers wrong, and it's way more skeptical. So they're just trying to clear out inventory. They're just like, if we say get a 3rd shot, like that'll be like everyone getting 2 shots. If only 25% of the true believers get 3 shots, that's like, you know what I mean? That's just like, fuck, we got to move this product. Let's go. We got to get in the black again.
The feds are at the door. You got to flush it down the toilet, man.
Yeah. So that's they're just trying to move. Wow. So Bill Gates handlers are like, dude, we got this did not go as planned. Like, people are not getting vaccinated. Dude, I'm looking at these. Eric Berenson's going hard, dude, with the vaccines don't appear to do anything for the fucking COVID. You see the Israel numbers versus like America versus So like Israel's in the middle of a giant spike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have the by far hugest percentage of vaccine compliance out of anywhere in the world.
Shocker. That's a big shocker.
And their cases have dropped by like 40%.
Mm-hmm.
And like other places that aren't doing jack shit, like no vaccines or whatever, you know what I mean? They're dropping by like 70%.
It's like Florida and California. Nations. Yeah,
exactly, dude. And it's so crazy. Like, at what point are you like, there's no nuance to be had? It's just that those are the fucking numbers. Like,
did you see the Tanzania guy? Have you seen the Tanzania prime minister guy? He fucking rules, dude. He's like, no vaccines.
Is he going testing like papayas and shit?
Yeah, dude. I want to talk to that guy. No,
I know, dude. Yeah.
No, he's just like COVID's bullshit, dude. He's just like, nah, I don't.
No, because and that's those people like that, like countries like that, are where Bill Gates is trying to get a fucking foothold, and then those are just like, nah, dude.
Yeah, well, because he knows he's like, I mean, he's
dude,
probably like overcorrecting, but like, yeah, it's just it's funny because he I want to see if I can find him. Dude, he made me. Yeah, let me see if this is good. Yeah, Tanzania's president. Yeah, yeah, this guy fucking rules. Let me put him up on the screen. Yeah, he there was this video I saw of him. Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah, John Magufuli. And yeah, he's like he like just completely, he's like, not only we don't have a vaccine, virus doesn't exist. He's like, not only that, and he's so let me see if I can find it. He said he claimed that Tanzanians were vaccinated abroad had brought coronavirus back to the country, and repeated his stance that praying and inhaling steam offered better protection. Let's go. He said people should stand firm because vaccinations are dangerous. And he contended that if whites were able to come up with vaccinations, they would have found a vaccination for AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, and cancer by now, which, where's the lie?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the lie?
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah. Like who? What's his name? What's his fucking?
John Magufuli, not John Maga like MAGA, but John Magufuli. No,
I love when like African, like famous African dudes just have like a name like John. Like, yeah, I'm John, dude. You know?
Yeah. No,
right.
he rocks. God, I wish I found the video. I had this one video of him that was. Yeah, no, I don't have it, but he was just like. Dude, and they were lit. They're just partying and all that kind of stuff. It's like, fuck it, dude. I don't care. And
just think about, like, you know, dude, COVID's a first world disease. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a spicy take, but I think you're right.
Are you kidding me, dude? Like locking down the whole world and the whole people working from home for like 10 months to a year for something with a 0.0002 IFR, you know, type of shit. Like, come on, like. If you're working the fields, if you you know, you don't have time for that shit. You know, if
you're built different.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
And well, and like even
that's the whole thing. Here's the real spicy take. Some people have been saying this of like, and I don't know if I fully believe it, but I heard it. I was like, damn, it's like if we didn't know. So COVID was here earlier than we thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like way earlier than we thought, right? In terms of like it wasn't fucking February. It was probably like November, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or even earlier.
Oh yeah, 2019 like for sure.
If we didn't know, and look at the flu numbers are non-existent, right? Basically, like if we didn't know this thing was around, would we even realize? You know, it's like if some people are saying like, would we? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it's like,
yeah, if a tree falls in a forest. But
if an old person dies in a nursing home, does anyone give a fuck?
Does an Italian hear it?
Yeah.
And guy's just got penne stuffed in his ears. He's just but
AirPods, dude.
Yeah. Penne pods and just fusilli pods in his ear.
Yeah, dude.
But
cannoli, dude.
Yeah, just fucking just the gravy's good tonight. And what's funny is like even in America, like you still see the COVID stories, they're still here, but like half of this shit here is like, oh, David Hogg is starting a pillow company, like, dude. Oh, look at that, like, or Gina Carano, she said that Nazis something in November, which we should fire her for now, like all that's still the stuff like the media needs Trump so fucking bad, even for COVID. It doesn't even work. The Biden COVID thing doesn't work. Like they can't drum up COVID like unless it's to make him like, look, this old guy is like, I don't know if you saw the video. I'm gonna save it for the Alex G pod, the video where Biden's like explaining to a 7-year-old girl that like COVID doesn't exist for her, basically. On like the town hall meeting. Like imagine if Trump said that.
Oh, dude, no, and
what are you so scared of? What?
The CNN articles the next day, the headlines were insane, dude. Like, Biden's empathy on full display or some shit like that. Yeah, it's like
it's literal apathy. By their logic,
I believe Like that, I agree with Biden
He's
for
right.
once. Like,
No, he's right.
But it's like that's going against everything you motherfuckers said for the last like half a year. It's crazy, dude.
And then
it's
the rose emoji people like he's a heckin' murderino.
Yeah. Dude,
you can't do
that.
Man.
Dude, he's Trump, dude. He's fucking Trump. Like he's literally the same.
Not
dude.
even, and not even like
without the posts.
Yeah,
without
the posts, they hide him. Like Trump is still more popular than him right now.
Oh yeah, dude.
By a long shot.
Where can we check in with the Trump, dude? Where can he get updates? Does he have like a little?
I know you wrote a letter. No, you wrote a letter the other day to Mitch McConnell, or like where he was like dissing Mitch McConnell, and
That's so wrong.
Yeah, he's like Republicans are soft. Like they don't want. I know it's like, dude, why can't we have this back? Like, because
why can't we have a motherfucker or just anyone? Not even
Biden's already got the weapons deals with like the Chilean like psycho overlord guys, like just
$1 billion weapon deals.
Yeah,
already,
just all this stuff going. It's like we're back.
Yeah,
we're back. America is back, and that's what people wanted, right? That's what people wanted. Remember when Trump first got elected, and it was America was never great. Remember when people would say that, like slavery, everything. America was never great, and now they're like, I just want to go back to normal.
Yeah,
and it's like
exactly.
so when it wasn't good, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's such a weird like line of thing. I know it's not the same.
I saw that meme, the Bernie chick supporter NPC meme, like the girl, and it's like the first panel is like, what was it? It's like disagreement is about ice cream flavor. It's not about whether kids should be in fucking cages, you fucking psycho. And the second panel is like, look, they're overflow facilities. Like, I just want to get back to brunch. Yeah,
facilities like an Amazon warehouse.
That's
possible over an overflow F259. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And they said it was for social distancing too. That's a cold way. That is a cold way to keep the kids in cages.
Just the optics of it. They could easily build like just a fucking. They could just build like out in the fucking desert on American land or a government land. They could easily build just like 1 million of little tiny homes or whatever. So they're not fucking cages, even if they're just like little pieces of shit,
tough sheds and shit.
Just exactly, dude. Like, it's like no insulation, whatever. It'd still look better.
Yeah.
Then you know what I mean? Just have like a little
than the aluminum blanket, fucking
Have a little water spigot thing, have a little, whatever, like one of those little office, like a water cooler at the office, And
Can you imagine if Biden this whole time has been trying to figure out the padlock to the cages? Like he's just, I knew what it was. God, me and Barry built this a while back.
Yeah.
What was it? 29.
No, it's one of those bike locks with the letter combos.
Yeah, or he's like the Bitcoin guy that only gets 2 more chances, or else they stay there forever. Trying to get the Bitcoin wallet.
ICE just locks them out. It's like, sorry, you fucking
No, you made the rules.
Yeah. Executive order, dude.
Joe, I was there. You don't remember. I remember.
Yeah.
Well, like now it's everybody's done. Like David Hogg has nothing to do now that Trump's got. So he's like,
dude, I feel bad for that dude, man. He's not well, huh? He's not well. Like dude, he.
Okay, I mean, he was the least crazy person. Okay, I won't say that. Never mind.
The least crazy?
Or I'm sorry. He was the. I don't know how I wanted to say that, but I don't want to say it at all. Actually.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I'll take the lead here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like it's clear that dude was just put in like. He's like a Greta Thunberg type bro, but like just put in a crazy situation of like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like she has autism. Like he's just stupid. Like I don't know. Like
pillows.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's like a mega prank where they're like, all right, we're gonna pick the gayest company for all these guys.
Dude, did you hear that My Pillow guy was smashing the chick from 30 Rock for a long time too?
What? I don't even know anything about this except for the guy that makes pillows.
No, yeah. He's like a hardcore, like he might be like a plan truster guy too. Like he's crazy. Like he's like big time into Trump. Like he did My Pillow. They were on TV all the time and stuff. And he's
what's up with there's all these the Goya Foods, the Lululemon. There's all these businesses that are like MAGA people are gonna run businesses and then it's just some huge fucking thing. Now we gotta make new pillows, dude. Yeah, you gotta
but it would just be really it would just be really funny because like David Hogg, it was so cringe, dude. He was like on the internet going like crowdsourcing shit too. He's like, what do we think of this name? Do you guys think this name's cool? He's like, looking for a graphic designer. If anyone could shoot me a DM, that'd be great.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
and I was like, this
yeah.
sounds like me. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And yeah. No.
Dude,
I was gonna say,
what if those pillows slap though? I'm like, what if they just fucking raw?
what if my pillow's good?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, what if my pillow's good, and what if my pillow's numbers go higher? Because you know how the Trump people are. They're gonna fucking like buy like just pallets of them. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Or
I got my AR-15s. Got my.
You know what, David Hogg is gonna sign a pillow contract with the kids in the cages, and he's gonna provide pillows to the kids in the cages that are never getting out.
Overflow facilities. Sorry, I had to
correct. Yeah. So he's gonna be like, well, look, they're still in the overflow facility, but they have a hog pillow or whatever, good pillow, I think it's called. Fucking welcome to Good Pillow, home of the Good Pillow. Good
pillow.
How creative, it sucks. Dude. No, it sucks ass. And like, what's funny is like, I remember when people were trying to get my pillow taken out of like Costco, I think was what it was, and Costco's like, nah. But what's funny is I think it was actually Sean, Hawaii Sean was saying like, he was like, dude, the competitor is in the fucking next bin over. Just buy the competitor.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's like, it's literally in the same like. Yeah.
It's like, come on and we're.
Costco always carries like two brands of things. It's like you can get this like Jif or Skippy, like the big pack. Like it's
it's literally the perfect partisan store. It's like it's crazy, dude.
Actually, the Kirkland organic peanut butter goes crazy, but
that red lid,
yes,
dude, the fucking red, dude.
Forest green label, yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, dude.
Where it's got the little soup at the top where you got to mix it a little bit.
It's good, man. It's a good compromise between like super hippie nut butters and like fucking
it's for me. It's like where I am in life as a peanut butter.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
100%.
And I've definitely rocked some like peanut butter cups recipe with that shit. Goes, dude.
Oh, 1000%. Yeah, and
Costco, dude. Yeah. Costco doesn't give a fuck. It seems like every 2 years there's a story of like, people want Costco to do this, and they say, nah. It's like the story.
Yeah.
Just
like, are you a member, bro? Are you even telling? Are you even a member? Like, I don't even.
I almost got a membership out in Hawaii just to go there. Just like started a new membership. You have
to go by state.
No, but I didn't have one.
Oh,
I almost like started one in Hawaii. While I was. Yeah.
You don't have.
I know, $60. $60 a year, right?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable, and. The and I've been watching I've been missing like live music a lot lately.
Same.
I wanted to end on this, but I've been missing like live music, so I've just been watching like live concerts. Just like actual live concert DVD, like Talking Heads, that the stop.
Bernie Worrell. Yeah,
I know. I didn't even know.
I always forget, dude. Yeah, he's a true genius.
Yeah, he took that band to another level. Like they were good. Yeah. Like they're already like they're good. They were kind of like an artsy, kind of like like New Yorky kind of punk-ish funk band. But then like they went crazy on like once they got the synths in, and that live show, dude, it's so good because like dude, David Byrne is incredible. Like he's so good. I watched that, and I watched George Harrison concert for Bangladesh.
Oh yeah,
I'd already seen, but it's fucking good, dude. Like it's funny because like they bring out like Ravi Shankar like first, and like you could see like a bunch of people like I'm gonna go get a beer, and they all get up like they're just like and George is on, but but like Ravi was cool. Like it's just fun. It's like it's another legend, and like I just miss that, man. I'm like I watched The Last Waltz, all that kind of stuff, and. Like,
bro, what's up with musicians? Are they just taking this laying down? I know this has been a topic on Twitter. Like, is anyone besides like Eric Clapton and Van Morrison being like, "Yo, when can we like perform again?" Kind of, you know what I mean? It's like no one's saying shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm not plugged into that world much anymore. But like, it's. I mean, they're just putting their stuff into like, a Tiny Desk concert on Zoom.
God, yeah, Tiny Desk.
Tiny Dick concert, man. Has anyone ever said that? Yeah, everybody has. But I don't know. I just want to get the world back, man. Like I want to get the world back. I want to open it up. I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the deaths. I don't care about that. We've lived. I've lived, for a while, and like we're healthy people. And I'm sorry, like if that's ableist or anything like that, but
it's just, bro. It all boils down. It's just people want to eradicate COVID. What the fuck? Like I've known since March that it's not going away like that. It's not like a fucking dude. That's the craziest thing. Besides all the governmental shit, all the civil liberties and everything going away, it's just the people that think we're gonna eradicate this and that's the goal. Is like, it's like it's just not gonna happen like that. And it's the sooner we realize that, the better. And you guys work on your vaxes. You guys just
I don't. That's the thing. Make it. I don't care if you make it. I don't care.
Yeah, dude.
I don't. I don't even care about the fucking ethics of it. Anything you want to do it.
I'll take a test. I'll take a test on my nose before every flight if it means I don't have to get the vaccine and we can open shit up again and we can travel. I'll do that. Like I don't care, dude. I'll take that dumb test.
What about an anal swab?
I mean, I've on that hype already, but I mean, if they want to do it for me, that's cool.
You're on that hype already?
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah.
Right.
Hawaii, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. But it's weird, and that's the other dude. Hawaii is crazy. Hawaii is like, imagine a place where like the government gives. Well, it's weird. It's like the government's like gives like crazy amounts of fucks about the virus and the airports and everything and stuff, which is they're serious about all that. Even before COVID, with like rabies and with cats and stuff coming there and with wildlife, they keep that shit on lock in Hawaii, basically, right? In terms of stuff coming in and out. But imagine like all the governmental stuff, they care to like a hyper degree about COVID there, and then all the regular people are like, whatever. There's people walking around without masks, like way more than in Cali or Oregon.
Yeah,
like, people just walking around without masks. Like, yeah, they have it in stores and stuff. So it's just weird. It's a lot chiller there in a strange way. Yeah, it's interesting. It was an interesting experience being out there with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like
live music though, that's really big.
Dude, I want it back. I want it all, dude. Yeah. Like we just went out, for like just beers, man. That just felt like escaping. Like it was just like, man, this is so awesome. Like, and I know other states like they're open, so like some people are like, damn, dude, you're just like now doing that, and it's like, I mean, like they just.
I got friends flying to Florida. I got 2 different groups of friends flying to Florida for different shit. Yeah.
Florida's gonna have like the top state economy coming up soon, like for like tourism and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it already was pretty high because of Disney World, but I'm sure like it's gonna be high now. It's nuts, man. But shit, dude. Well, fuck, dude. Let's wrap that up, man. I think it's good. It was a good episode. Good to be back. Maybe we'll do like a alpha talk, but maybe we'll do that. We'll do that coming up. Maybe tomorrow, something like that. But we're back. We're gonna have some. I think we're gonna start doing some merch runs pretty soon too, like sooner rather than later. Because I got a nice little logo, a little rebrand logo coming in pretty soon. You could follow us on Twitter. He's at CryptoSci. I'm at Glenn Rockney. At Rare Candy Pod 1. Sorry for the delay on this episode, but we are back, and we're gonna have Alex G coming on next week, so that's gonna be fun. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.